world go round.
Listen to it. Hear the beat?
Feel it.
I'm just gonna say it. When it's all said and done, MP will be the GOAT. Unequivocally.
Unequivocally?
Unequivocally.
Well, first of all, did you just look that word up? Because I have never heard you use that word in my life.
I like to learn, so what?
Yeah, okay, fine, but you can't say that if the guy's career has just started.
I mean, yo, he's gonna be awesome.
He's incredible, and he might average 50 points a game,
True.
but what if he gets hurt?
Oh, see, man, now you're just trying to jinx him. I see what you're doing.
I'm just saying longevity is part of this conversation.
I can agree with you there. Sure.
All right, to be the GOAT, you got to do it over a long period of time.
Facts.
I get that MP's your guy, and he's amazing, no doubt, but saying that he is a lock?
Unequivocally.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's unequivocal,
It's
man.
ridiculous.
No, it's unequivocal. Unequivocal. Go.
What does it mean?
It means without a doubt.
Doors, get your entire roster sheet ready. These are teams, as you know, that will go deep into their benches.
Well, particularly in the regular season, it's great for coaches, right? It allows them to play a variety of matchups, mix and match a little bit. The other thing keeps the locker room happy.
We'll be watching the battle tonight between MP and Paul George. This is the first time they faced off. The rookie MP is very excited, to say the least, for this one.
Paul George is one of the league's top two-way threats. This is a guy who can bring scoring from all three levels. He is also a guy that has length, speed, athleticism, and the ability to guard multiple positions.
And perhaps a bit of a feeling out process, but I expect it won't take long for them to get it going and put on a show.
Here are the five for the Clippers. At the guard spots, we'll see Westbrook and George. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Norman Powell, and it's Plumlee in at the center position. Now, here's Westbrook. This game we saw him score 14. Takes it out to Leonard, lets the three fly, hits it from three-point range.
They think that's a shot they can give Kawhi. They are dead wrong. This guy worked methodically to build that three-point shooting.
And the Clippers, one of the more efficient three-point shooting teams, Greg, in the NBA.
And Kevin, really over the last decade, that's been one of their most consistent traits. And it's not just because of talent. They're smart about the shots they take.
From deep, George, rebounded by the Lakers. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
Yeah, two conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
So what you look for in the first game, one, does one team make a statement? And two, how does the other team react to that?
Now, here is George. Following the miss by MP. Takes the three. And George gets it to go.
The countless hours Paul George has put into that three-point shooting, a huge part of his development.
Inside, James. Excellent D there from George. The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Westbrook finds George. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Davis with it. George picks him up. Davis, the pass to MP. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. 9 points for MP.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Westbrook against Russell. It's Westbrook with the drive. Nice D from Russell. Lakers leading by 3. Here's James. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And just outworking the coverage, MP runs into some contact, but manages to get through it.
Plumlee with a screen on Vanderbilt. Shot from 16, and it's Leonard missing.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Good on the shot. James has got 13.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Plumlee sets the pick for George to the paint. And Plumlee gets it to go on the assist by George.
We know Paul George, a very capable playmaker, guys. He is brilliant as a passer.
And Doris, how about Mason Plumlee? Last season, changing to shoot set shots left-handed after almost a decade in the NBA.
Kevin, this is one of the most remarkable things I've ever seen. To his credit, it worked. Career highs for Plumlee from the field. So much of this is about confidence.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Wood, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Substitution here for the Clippers. Plumlee is checked in for Zubac. Paul George comes in for Morris. Bones Hyland is checked in for Leonard. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Terrence Mann. Greg, looking at the history of the Lakers, they always feel they're a title contender.
And they've been to the finals in every decade. Their longest championship drought in L.A., just 12 years. So, to me, the best franchise in NBA history.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. They've got Bones Hyland. Paul George is out there with Martin. Then it's Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the point. And here's George. Following the three-pointer by MP. Hyland.
Big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Vanderbilt finds MP. And good that time. MP's got 5 points in the quarter.
MP is just exploiting this matchup. You've got to appreciate the confidence he's playing with.
Hyland passes to Martin. LeBron with the block.
That size and length and strength, LeBron, a tough one to try to shoot over.
From downtown, buries it from three-point range. Hyland's got 5.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's James. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
George against MP. Martin with the screen for George to the middle. Vanderbilt with the block. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. There's Russell with the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
That control of the boards, I felt, fed their offense. There were a ton of second chances, a lot of confidence their bigs could dominate the glass. Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And that one, good. MP's got 22 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Outside Westbrook. LeBron against Hyland. Shot from free throw range. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
MP, no good. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Clippers. And the Clippers miss again. Lakers have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Vanderbilt finds James. Wood a screen on Hyland. And Wood, the bucket on the assist by James. Wood's got 6.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Westbrook. No scoring in this one. Clock at 6. Pass to George. Trying to end the drought. Westbrook can't get it to go. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Lakers ahead, opening up a huge gap. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
That's right, baby.
Welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Kenny, Ernie, they are getting destroyed on the glass, as we all saw. Listen, sometimes it's about effort, passion, and it feels like they're lacking.
You know what? They need you out there, dude. Seriously. You could give them 10 minutes right now off the bench, couldn't you?
Yeah, for $300 million a year.
And let's take a second now to see what the fans are saying on social media. And Kenny, looks like no job too odd for Todd wants to know. Jet, what do you think would be more scary to find alone in the wilderness? A moose or Shaq?
Well, hold on. Are they fed? Because I'm standing between a hungry Shaq and a hungry moose. I think I'd take the hungry moose.
Rawr, Shaq Squatch, feed me, feed me.
Fellas, look at the antlers on that thing. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by James.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Well, one of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Vanderbilt and Davis man the post spots. MP out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's LeBron at the small forward. That's the Laker 5. And we've heard defensive-minded players, Greg, say, man, everything is a foul nowadays. You can't even touch the guy. You can't defend. Do they have a point?
It's getting tough, isn't it? I mean, you can't use your hands. You have to be set. It's almost like they want defenders to be traffic cones.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George is one of the game's premier two-way wings. Says, I believe in my talent and what I can do, but I feel my job is to make everybody better. That's what I try to do when I'm on the floor. Just make the game easy for everybody, whether it's creating or just being aggressive and making reads off of that. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, David lets the game come to him. Well said by him. Thank you. And it's Davis with the jam.
Now, the very definition of unselfish. LeBron could score every time, but you see his affinity for getting his teammates involved.
And load management, a term, Greg, that's been associated with the Clippers.
And Kawhi rightfully managing his return from ACL injury with care. It's harder to build chemistry when guys are out, but it's all about staying healthy for the postseason.
Now here's Westbrook. Nothing on the board.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
MP inside. Guarded by Powell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, the more repetition he gets, the more floor awareness you develop. D'Angelo Russell showing a desire to get his teammates involved.
Now, here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And you look at Paul George, Doris. He really fits any system you can think of.
Kevin, that's about 2 things, the skill set and the mindset. If you need him to take over, he can change and get that line of thinking in his mind. You want him to play a secondary role? He can adjust there mentally as well. Boy, Paul George continues to prove himself an elite offensive threat.
James looking around. And it's sent back by George. The 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Davis setting the pick for James. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers have gone 0-4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. Nobody near George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Here's MP. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And now we're 3 minutes into the 3rd quarter of play. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now the pass to Powell. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Powell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. MP with a screen on Powell. James against Powell. Down low. Here's Davis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. And Greg, while the commissioner might not like player trade requests, Kevin Durant said it's great for the league for players to have that leverage. Where do you stand?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. The main thing is trying to keep those requests in-house. Otherwise, it can be deflating for fans.
The first one falls.
And when healthy, Davis remains an absolute force in this league on both.
Changes here for the Lakers. Prince is checked in for Davis, and James subbed in for Vincent. Morris is checked in for the Clippers. George comes in for Russell Westbrook. Here's man. Outside, George. Pass to Morris. Back to George. Here's the 3. And the Clippers miss again.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The post pairing. Morris along with Zubac. Then it's Martin. Then it's George. And it's man in at point guard.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
And it's sent back by George.
What a defensive play from Paul George. Send it back, big fella.
Prince against Martin. Passes it to man. Fades away. The Lakers with the rebound. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. James with the bucket.
Easy to understand why people love watching MP play, especially when he's catching and firing like this.
Morris with a screen on MP. George, that's a 2-pointer, and he hits the jump shot.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Tries it from the top of the key. Morris with the rebound. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Here's Reeves, and he converts the layup.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. James, the pass to Reeves. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wood can't hit. The Clippers shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Pass to man, kicks it to George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Zubac. On the wing, Morris. He's covered by Hachimura. Here's man. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Lakers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And there's the pass to Wood. And there's the feed to MP. And the rejection by Zubac.
How about Zubac? Works so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
George, no good. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
James wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. James has got 30.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Lakers.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Martin with the bucket.
Well, this is Zubac. He's such a team-first guy. You find an open teammate, put the ball where it needs to be.
MP against George. Hachimura setting the pick for James. Morris with the rebound. Here's man, defended by Prince. And it's Martin missing. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
The drive by MP. Prince outside. James right side. And the Lakers with another miss. Here's man. George with the ball. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long.